does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review charged by BoardGameExchange.com, the internet's only board game rental website. And today I'm excited to be checking out Vampires, Werewolves, Fairies from Gozer Games LLC. This is a 20 to 30 minute game that will take it, that is for 2 to 6 players, and it's for ages 13 and up. Now, this game is actually an expansion slash prequel slash I don't know what you want to call it to a game I reviewed before called Zombie Ninja Pirates. And apparently it was successful enough to warrant this game. Now what's unique about this game is you can combine this with Zombie Ninja Pirates and boom, it goes from a 2 to 6 player game to a 2, if you really want to play 2 players, to a 10 player game. I obviously would not recommend doing that with 2 players. But anyway, if you want to see how the game plays and how the game works, go back and watch the Zombie Ninja Pirates video because I'm not actually going to go over the gameplay because the gameplay has not changed at all. It's just you can play it with more people. But let's go ahead and open up the box and see what is inside the box. Alright, so inside of Vampires, Werewolves, Fairies, let's take a look at what you're going to get. This will be real quick. First and foremost, you get your handy-dandy rule booklet. It's not the best, but it is better than the Zombie Ninja Pirates rule booklet because it does have a big Q&A section, which I really did like. If I want to say right now, if I had to recommend one of these games, I definitely suggest you pick up Vampires, Werewolves, and Fairies over the original. Last, you're going to get a lot of cards. I mean, this is what this game is. You're going to get different types, like your vampires and your fairies and whatnot. You're going to get a lot of actions, which will mostly be attacking your other players. And you're going to get a lot of objects, which will gain you or lose you points, or take cards from people, or steal cards from people, or destroy other people's things. And that's really the heart of this game. There are, sprinkled in here a couple new cards and a couple new ideas, but not really enough to warrant anything special. I would say that there's like a card that lets you hold an extra card, and there's a couple things like that in there, but nothing really major has changed about this from Zombie Ninja Pirates. And in fact, even on the back it does say Zombie Ninja Pirates because they expect you to combine it with the other games. So that is nice that they kind of did that. But that's what you're going to get inside of Vampires, Werewolves, Fairies. Lampshade, okay, Vampire, Werewolves, Fairies from Gozer Games LLC. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, nothing new is brought to the table. I mean, there's no real new gameplay mechanics here, there's none of that. It's just more of the same, which you could see as good or as bad. That's the only real con I have of the game. I personally did not like the original Vampires or Zombie Ninja Pirates. I didn't like that game, so I'm really not the biggest fan of this game. However, I know a lot of people are fans of this game. I know my fiance likes it. I know a lot of other people I've played it with are fans of it. So let's go over to the pro side. It's really cool. You can play the game with 10 players. I love the fact that you can play this game with 10 players. We played it with 8 or 9 players. It's a little bit fidgety, and it takes a little bit to get back to your turn. But I actually kind of like it a little bit better with 9 players than I did with 3 or 4 players because you get attacked a lot less because there's so many people to attack. Does it make me want to play the game? No, I still really don't want to play the game, but it makes me like the game a little bit more. Also, the box is very nicely done. Obviously, they had some good success with the last game because this box is very well done. It's very sturdy. It's a great little box. The card's serviceable. The artwork is okay. It still looks like it was done by a couple different artists, which I really don't mind. I did enjoy the artwork in the game. And that's the only real pros and cons I have for the game because it is the exact same game for the most part. So, if you are interested or you like Zombie Ninja Pirates, then chances are you're going to love this freaking game because it's essentially just like a 4-player expansion pack. So, take that for what you will. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was a review for Vampire, Werewolf, Fairies, a Zombie Ninja Pirates game. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner. Also check out BoardGameExchange.com, the nationwide board game rental service.